So having understood that the shoulder coil, the rotational motor skill of shoulder coil back and through, is the major factor in you creating power and generating shots that go a long way. So you need rotation, which is full and complete, but it gives you mass. So many of us, in our attempt to hit the ball further, flash the hands and the arms, and all we're doing is creating club head speed through the hands and arms and shoulders. We're not using the body mass. When the shoulder coils, you're getting mass and speed. If I threw a ping pong ball at you, it might sting a bit, and if I throw a billiard ball, it would hurt a lot more. They're both traveling the same speed, but it's one with mass that does the most damage to you. It's the same with the golf ball. You want speed and you want mass, and that comes from shoulder rotation. Now, the way the good Lord made us was perfect for golf. If you look at the forearms, they turn out 90 and in 135. But if you look at the forearm rotation of itself from the elbow through the hand, my forearms can rotate 90 and no more, and back to 180. So to me, there's no coincidence in the biomechanics that when we turn our shoulders from good posture, we rotate through 90 degrees. We can now see that the forearms rotate through 90 degrees in the backswing. So, if the shoulder turn was the big catapult, we're now using a smaller catapult in sync, which is forearm rotation. So if I stand up in the horizontal plane, you can see the club face is square. As I turn the shoulder and roll the forearms, the face rolls 90 degrees, and I come back to impact, and the club face rolls out for a further 90. So in fact, it rolls 90 in the backswing and 180 in the follow through. Okay, let's go to Explanar just to show you that. If the leading edge of the club represents my tennis racket, you can see as I turn the shoulder, my forearms roll and rise 90 and through. This is a top spin, draw spin movement. I've also got the potential to load the shoulder and the forearms, delay the release, and then hit a fade or a slice. So draw spin comes from rotation of the club face and the forearms, and fade spin from suppression of the forearms. Okay, so I'm now going to hit some shots for you, and the best place to view this is down the line. So shoulder turn gives me this amount of swing, and forearm rotation gives me the next quarter. So mixing those two, I have 3/4 of a swing. Here we go, mixing the shoulder and the forearm. That's a nice, sweet 3 1/4 shot with a hint of draw. Now, if I want to have excessive draw spin around a target, I walk around the circle to my left. You can see my whole body is now aligned to right. I go shoulder and forearms going back, but my forearms release as creatively as they dare on the way through. So 3/4 backswing, and the ball is drawing from right to left. You can see the ball tracking back onto the target line. So, if I hit a fade, I will load the shoulder and the forearm as normal, but I won't use all that power. I'll suppress some of it, and I'll keep the face open as I come through. So, I go around the circle to my right, so my alignment is left of target. My swing will be outside the line. I'm going to give you shoulder and forearm, but this time delay the forearms and hit a fade. And you can see the ball moving high and softer, and it doesn't move. It's not as volatile as a draw, all things being equal, because loft promotes draw spin and discourages fade spin. If I wanted the ball to move more, I'd have to drop down to a 4-iron to get the ball to move as far as that from right to left. So you can see I'm giving you power in the shoulders, and I'm adding forearm power to it. That's 3/4 of the power. The missing bit is wrist hinge. So this is wrist cock and wrist hinge. It's the third catapult. Major catapult is the shoulder. Secondary catapult is the forearm. Third catapult is the wrists. So there's speed. This is a power source. Wrist hinge is a power source. Forearm rotation is a power source. Shoulder rotation is a power source. So now when I make a full swing, I'm employing 3 hinges or 3 catapults simultaneously. So here we go. I'll just rehearse one for you. Full swing, shoulder, forearm, wrist. Take the wrist out, it's 3/4, put the wrist in, it's full. So here we go, the full mix. Blend and release. And again. Blend and release. The good news is, if your grip and posture are truly sound and orthodox, you've only got 3 ingredients to make the golf swing work. You load your shoulder, you mix your forearms and your wrists to the shoulder turn, and guess what? You've got a golf swing. But more importantly, you now know which part of the body gives you the power.